Hello, check. Hello, check.
Hello.
Hello, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, check. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this auspicious ceremony of the launching of Yard 3032, the 7th anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft being built by GRSE for the Indian Navy. I, Swagata Sen Roy, am joined by my colleague, Mr. Anuj Rathi, and we are especially pleased to host this event today. On this historic occasion, to be in the company of this august gathering is itself a glorious moment.
देवी और सज्जनों नमस्कार। भारतीय नौसेना हेतु जीआरएससी द्वारा निर्मित 7वें एंटी सबमरीन शैलो वाटर क्राफ्ट ASW SWC यार्ड 3032 के इस पावन जलावर्तन समारोह में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत करते हुए मुझे अपार हर्ष हो रहा है। मैं अनुज कुमार राठी और मेरी सहयोगी श्रीमती सुगता सेन रॉय आज इस समारोह की मेज़बानी करते हुए अत्यंत प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रहे हैं। इस सामान्य जल समूह के सानिध्य में होना अपने आप में गौरव का क्षण है।
On behalf of Team GRSE, we wish to extend a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests from the Navy, Coast Guard, senior officials from central and state government, classification society, industry partners, our business associates, the GRSE and the L&T family. This event is being telecast on GRSE YouTube channel, and we're extremely grateful and obliged to all our viewers watching this program live on the channel today.
टीम जीआरएससी की ओर से हम नौसेना, तटरक्षक बल, केंद्र और राज्य सरकार के वरिष्ठ अधिकारी, विक्रम सोसाइटी और उद्योग साझेदारों, हमारे अन्य व्यापार सहयोगियों और जीआरएससी एवं एल&टी परिवारों से उपस्थित सदस्यों एवं उपस्थित सभी विशिष्ट अतिथियों का स्वागत करते हैं। इस समारोह का लाइव प्रसारण जीआरएससी के यूट्यूब चैनल पर भी हो रहा है और हम बेहद आभारी हैं वो सभी दर्शकों के प्रति जो आज यूट्यूब के माध्यम से इस कार्यक्रम को लाइव देख रहे हैं।
The chief guest for the launch of the 7th ASW SWC is Vice Admiral Rajesh Pindarkar, Flag Officer Commanding in Chief Eastern Naval Command.
देवी और सज्जनों, वास्तव में यह वो गौरव और सम्मान की बात है कि आज इस 7वें ASW SWC के जलावर्तन कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि वाइस एडमिरल राजेश पेंडारकर, फ्लैग ऑफिसर कमांडिंग इन चीफ ईस्टर्न नेवल कमांड हैं।
Ladies and gentlemen, Commodore P.R. Hari, Chairman and Managing Director GRSE, has arrived. On behalf of all members of the GRSE family, we extend a warm welcome to him.
देवी और सज्जनों, ये कमोडोर P.R. हरि भारतीय नौसेना सेवानिवृत्त वो अध्यक्ष एवं प्रबंधक निर्देशक जीआरएससी एवं श्रीमती प्रिया हरि का आगमन हो चुका है। जीआरएससी के सभी सदस्यों की ओर से उनका हार्दिक स्वागत है।
Vice Admiral Rajesh Pindarkar, AVSM VSM, has taken over as Commander-in-Chief of Eastern Naval Command on the 1st of August 23. He is an alumnus of the National Defence Academy 69th Course Golf Squadron and was commissioned into the Indian Navy in January 1987. His early assignments include tenures as watchkeeping officer on the landing ship INS Magar, commissioning crew of the offshore patrol vessel INS Subhadra at Masan, South Korea, flag lieutenant to the flag officer commanding Maharashtra Naval Area and instructor at the National Defence Academy. Consequent to his qualification as an anti-submarine warfare specialist, he tenanted assignments as ASW officer of Indian Navy ships Dunagiri and Ganga and analysis officer, Weapons Analysis Unit. His other tenures at sea include those as Executive Officer of Missile Corvette INS Kirpan and Missile Destroyer INS Mysore, Command of Missile Corvette INS Kora, Missile Frigate INS Shivalik, and the aircraft carrier INS Virat. His staff assignments include tenures as Joint Director in the Directorate of Staff Requirements, Joint Director in the Directorate of Personnel, Principal Director in the Directorate of Net-Centric Operations, and Principal Director in the Directorate of Personnel. He is a graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, Naval War College, Karanja, and Naval Command College, Newport, Rhode Island, USA. He holds a master's degree in Defence and Strategic Studies. On elevation to flag rank in February 2016, he was appointed as the Assistant Chief of Integrated Defence Staff at Headquarter IDS, New Delhi, and subsequently as the Chief Staff Officer Operations in Headquarters, Western Naval Command. Subsequently as the Flag Officer Commanding Maharashtra Naval Area, followed by Flag Officer Sea Training. Prior assuming command of East Naval Command, the Flag Officer was carrying out the duties of Deputy Chief Integrated Defence Staff at HQIDS and Director General Naval Operations at IHQ MOD. He is a recipient of the Ati Vishisht Seva Medal and Vishisht Seva Medal for Distinguished Service. He is married to Sandhya Rao Pindarkar and they have a 27-year-old son.
वाइस एडमिरल वो राजेश पेंडारकर एवीएसएम वीएसएम ने 1 अगस्त 2023 को कमांडिंग इन चीफ पूर्वी नौसेना कमांड के रूप में पदभार ग्रहण किया। वह राष्ट्रीय वो शिक्षा एकेडमी 69वां कोर्स गोल्फ स्क्वाड्रन के पूर्व छात्र हैं और जनवरी 1987 में भारतीय नौसेना में कमीशन किए गए थे। उनके शुरुआती कार्यों में वो लैंडिंग पोर्ट आईएनएस मगर पर निगरानी अधिकारी के रूप में कार्य और दक्षिण कोरिया के मसान में ऑफशोर जलयान आईएनएस सुभद्रा की कमीशनिंग क्रू और महाराष्ट्र नौसेना क्षेत्र के फ्लैग ऑफिसर कमांडिंग के फ्लैग लेफ्टिनेंट और राष्ट्रीय रक्षा एकेडमी में प्रशिक्षित के रूप में कार्य शामिल हैं। वो एंटी सबमरीन शैलो वाटर क्राफ्ट और विशेषज्ञ के रूप में उनकी योग्यता के प्रमाण स्वरूप उन्होंने भारतीय नौसेना के पदों और पोतों वो ये आईएनएस दूनागिरी एवं गंगा के ASW अधिकारी और हथियार विश्लेषण यूनिट के विश्लेषण अधिकारी के रूप में कार्य किए। समुद्र में उनके अन्य कार्यकालों में ये मिसाइल कॉर्वेट आईएनएस कृपन और मिसाइल विध्वंसक आईएनएस मैसूर के कार्यकारी अधिकारी और मिसाइल कॉर्वेट आईएनएस कोरा और मिसाइल फ्रिगेट आईएनएस शिवालिक तथा एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर आईएनएस विक्रांत की कमान शामिल है। और उनके वो स्टाफ कार्यों में स्टाफ आवश्यकता वो निर्देशालय में संयुक्त निर्देशक, कार्मिक निर्देशालय में संयुक्त निर्देशक, नेट सेंट्रिक परिचालन निर्देशालय में प्रधान निर्देशक तथा कार्मिक निर्देशालय में प्रधान निर्देशक के पद शामिल हैं। वह रक्षा सेवा स्टाफ कॉलेज वेलिंगटन, नेवल वार कॉलेज करजा और नेवल कमांड कॉलेज न्यूपोर्ट रोड आइलैंड यूएसए से स्नातक हैं और उनके पास रक्षा और सामरिक
Ladies and gentlemen, the primary role of the shallow water craft is to conduct anti-submarine operations in coastal waters, low-intensity maritime operations, and mine-laying operations. The crafts are also capable of full-scale subsurface surveillance of coastal waters and various surface platforms and coordinated ASW operations with aircraft. These ships pack a lethal anti-submarine suit comprising of lightweight torpedoes, ASW rockets and mines, close-in weapon system, 30 mm gun, and 12.7 mm stabilized remote control guns. The ships are fitted with a hull-mounted sonar and a low-frequency variable depth sonar. These ships are being constructed utilizing the concept of integrated construction.
देवी और सज्जनों, 29 अप्रैल 2019 को 8 एंटी सबमरीन शैलो वाटर क्राफ्ट पोत के निर्माण हेतु अनुबंध पर हस्ताक्षर किए गए थे। इन शैलो वाटर क्राफ्टों की प्राथमिक भूमिका तटीय जल में पनडुब्बी रोधी संचालन, लो इंटेंसिटी मैरीटाइम ऑपरेशनों ILMO और माइन रेल ऑपरेशनों की है। ये क्राफ्ट तटीय जल और विभिन्न सतह प्लेटफॉर्मों और विमान के साथ संवलित ASW संचालन के पूर्ण पैमाने पर उप सतह निगरानी में भी सक्षम हैं। इन पोतों में एंटी सबमरीन हल्की वजन के टॉर्पेडो, ASW रॉकेट और माइंस, क्लोज इन वेपन सिस्टम, 30 mm गन और 12.7 mm स्टेबलाइज रिमोट कंट्रोल गन शामिल है। पोतों में हल माउंटेड सोनार और लो फ्रिक्वेंसी वेरिएबल डेप्थ सोनार लगे होते हैं। इन पोतों का निर्माण एकीकृत वो निर्माण की अवधारणा को ध्यान में रखते हुए किया गया है।
GRSE is now a Schedule A company. The Shipyard was conferred the status of Mini Ratna Category 1 in 2006. Since 1960, GRSE has built 795 platforms, including 110 warships for the maritime forces, the highest number of warships built and delivered by any Indian shipyard till date. Shipbuilding has been the core business vertical, and the shipyard has modernized its infrastructure spread across the production locations in Kolkata. Powered by a strong team of multidisciplinary design engineers creating innovative designs for current and future-ready warships.
GRSE अब शेड्यूल ए कंपनी है। इस शिपयार्ड को 2006 में मिनी रत्न श्रेणी 1 दर्जे से सम्मानित किया जा चुका है 1960 से जीआरएससी ने समुद्री बलों के लिए 110 युद्धपोत सहित 795 प्लेटफॉर्म का निर्माण किया है, जो किसी भी भारतीय शिपयार्ड द्वारा अब तक किए गए युद्धपोतों निर्माण और डिलीवरी की सर्वाधिक संख्या है। युद्धपोत और व्यवसाय का मुख्य आधार रहा है और शिपयार्ड ने कोलकाता स्थित अपने तीनों पोत स्थलों में फैले अपने बुनियादी ढांचों को आधुनिकीकरण किया है। वर्तमान और भविष्य में तैयार होने वाले युद्धपोतों के लिए अभिनव डिजाइन बनाने वाले डिजाइन इंजीनियरों की एक मजबूत टीम की सहायता एवं मॉड्यूलर निर्माण प्रौद्योगिकी का उपयोग करके एकीकृत पोत निर्माण से जीआरएससी एक साथ 24 पोत बनाने में सक्षम है। आधुनिक वर्चुअल रियलिटी लैब और नवीनतम वो डिज़ाइन सॉफ्टवेयर और डिज़ाइन टीम को पोत की डिज़ाइन में नवीनता लाने के उनके प्रयासों में सहायता प्रदान करता है।
In addition to shipbuilding and ship repair, GRC as a diversified organization is also engaged in engine overhaul, assembly and testing, and other engineering activities. The engineering division manufactures deck machinery items, prefabricated portable steel bridges, and marine pumps. The Bailey Bridge division has supplied over 5,700 portable steel bridges to Indian Army, Border Road Organization, state PWDs, and central governments. These bridges have been exported to friendly countries including Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar, and Sri Lanka. GRSC is also the only Indian shipyard to receive Green Channel certification. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Rajesh Pindarkar, Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Naval Command, and Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar have arrived. On behalf of all present here, GRS extends a very warm and hearty welcome to them.
देवी और सज्जनों, वाइस एडमिरल राजेश पेंडारकर, फ्लैग ऑफिसर कमांडिंग इन चीफ ईस्टर्न नेवल कमांड और श्रीमती संध्या राव पेंडारकर जी का आगमन हो चुका है। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी की ओर से वो जीआरएससी उनका हार्दिक स्वागत करती है।
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the traditional part of the launching ceremony today with Ganesh Vandana.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
अब मेरा रेयर एडमिरल जी.के. हरीश, आयन रिटायर्ड, हेड शिप बिल्डिंग बिजनेस L&T से स्वागत संबोधन हेतु अनुरोध है।
वाइस एडमिरल राजेश पेंडारकर, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, फ्लैग ऑफिसर कमांडिंग इन चीफ ईस्टर्न नेवल कमांड, मिसेस संध्या राव पेंडारकर, प्रेसिडेंट नवा ईस्टर्न रीजन, रेयर एडमिरल संदीप मेहता, VSM ACW PNA, Rear Admiral R.K. Dhingra, VSM Fortna, and Mrs. Rangoli Dhingra, Commodore P.R. Hari, retired Chairman and Managing Director, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, Mrs. Priya Hari, Commander Shantanu Bose, retired Director Shipbuilding GRSE, Shri Pankaj Chadda, Head L&T's Marine Platform Equipment and Systems Group, Senior Officers of Indian Navy at WOT Katupalli and Central Trial Team, Class Surveyors from IRS, Senior Officers from GRSE and HSL, our business partners and my colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and Vanakkam. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all today for the launch of GRSE's anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. We thank you for sparing your valuable time to be a part of the launch of the fourth and last vessel being constructed at L&T Shipbuilding. This vessel is seventh amongst 8 vessels of ASW SWC series being built by GRSE for Indian Navy. We are thankful to GRSE for reposing confidence and entering into partnership with L&T for construction of 3 survey vessel large and 4 ASW SWCs. We are also happy to note that the initial seeds sown by GRSE towards nurturing public-private partnership is also blooming further with L&T Shipbuilding now partnering with Hindustan Shipyard Limited for construction of 2 fleet support vessels for the Indian Navy. It gives us immense pleasure to also note that Nirdeshak, the second survey vessel large built at L&T Shipbuilding for GRSE, has been delivered to the Indian Navy on 8th of October 24. I would like to congratulate CMD GRSE and all officers of GRSE on this achievement. This milestone is significant and marks the culmination of our first joint effort in shipbuilding. The design, drawings and equipment for both survey vessel large vessels and ASW SWCs has been provided by GRSE. In case of SVLs, the hull construction and hull outfitting was undertaken at L&T Shipbuilding, whereas in case of ASW SWCs, all the construction activities, including commissioning and trials of the equipment up to the delivery of the ship, are in the scope of L&T Shipbuilding. The first ASW SWC has completed her contractor's sea trials from 1st to 4th of October, and the ship is presently undergoing her post-CST docking, and we are targeting delivery of the ship shortly. October 2024 has been a month of launches for L&T. We launched the first multi-purpose vessel Samarthak on 14th October 24, and today we are here to launch this fine vessel in front of us. Currently, L&T Shipbuilding is engaged in construction of 11 ships, which includes 2 MPVs and 3 CTS directly on order on us from Indian Navy. In addition, we are building 4 ASW SWCs and 2 FSS for HSL. We are also currently undertaking repairs of USNS Charles Drew, besides repairs of commercial ships. L&T Shipbuilding till date has constructed and delivered 72 ships and repaired over 130 vessels for Indian Navy, Indian Coast Guard and other customers over the last 15 years. The launch of ASW SWC today marks the 84th ship to be launched at L&T Shipbuilding. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Vice Admiral Rajesh Pendakar and Mrs. Sandhya Rao Pendakar, ACWPA, Fortna, CMD GRSE, Mrs. Priya Hari, DS GRSE, for sparing their valuable time to grace this occasion. I also thank Commodore Sameer Sharma, Commodore Ship Production, officers from Directorate of Ship Production, Commodore Sri Kumar, WPS Kolkata, Captain Kamesh, WPS Katupalli, and staff of Warship Overseeing Team, Kolkata and Katupalli. Our special partners, Commodore Rajat Manchanda and Mr. Sunil, Head of PMT Team of GRSE at Katupalli, Mr. Sri Kumar Nair and Mr. Sajid Kumar, Principal Surveyors from IRS, Ms. M.G. Thaibunisa, AO, SEZ, and all my colleagues of L&T Shipbuilding for their immense, proactive, and invaluable support. As we launch the last ASW SWCs, we look forward to enhancing this collaboration with all sister yards in the country to enable nation building through greater Atmanirbharta. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad, Nandri, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
I now request Commodore P.R. Hari, Chairman Managing Director GRSE, to the podium to address the gathering.
Vice Admiral Rajesh Pendarkar, Commander-in-Chief, East Naval Command. Srimati Sandhya Pendarkar, President, Nava Eastern Region. Rear Admiral Sandeep Mehta, Assistant Controller, Warship Production and Acquisition. Sri Pankaj Chadda, Vice President, MPES, Larsen & Toubro, Rear Admiral Dhingra, Fruitna, Commander Shantanu Bose, Director Shipbuilding, GRSC. Rear Admiral G.K. Harish, Head Shipbuilding, Larsen & Toubro Shipyard. Senior dignitaries who are present here, WPS Kolkata, Commodore Srinivasan Srikumar, Captain Kamesh, Commodore Samir Sharma, representatives of the Classification Society, ladies and gentlemen. A very pleasant, warm afternoon to each one of you. It is indeed an honor to have the presence of the Commander-in-Chief East Naval Command with us today despite his very busy schedule to grace the occasion. We are also thankful to Srimati Sandhya Pendarkar for consenting to launch this vessel, the 7th in a series of 8 ships that we are constructing for the Indian Navy. This project, the contract was signed on 29th of April 2019, and it has been fraught with numerous challenges. The first 2 years, because of the direct impact of the COVID pandemic, and thereafter, the cascading impact on the supply chain system. I'm happy and proud to inform you that with the launch of this vessel, we would have launched 7 out of the 8 ships. And that itself reflects the focused efforts of not only GRSE, but also of our production partners, the Larsen & Toubro, and also all our industry partners, and of course, the Indian Navy. These ships look very small and petite. Please do not be misguided by the size of these ships. They are advanced, complex, equipment, weapon, and sensor-intensive platforms. And as the saying goes, at times, the best things come in a small package. Abhay, as she shall be christened a few moments from now by Srimati Sandhya Pendarkar, is a reincarnation of another Abhay, ex-Soviet 1-4 PE class warship that is still in active service with the Indian Navy. The senior Abhay must be eagerly looking forward to the arrival of young Abhay so that she can hand over the baton of our glorious legacy. And just for information, the existing Abhay has spent over 35 years of commissioned service. She was commissioned in 1989. We at GRSE are currently building 17 platforms for the Indian Navy, having already delivered 72 ships to the Navy so far. As I have stated earlier in this very same venue, we are very confident with more orders on the anvil of crossing the century mark with respect to delivery of warships to the Navy within a decade. We are fully seized of the necessity to match pace with emerging technologies. And in addition to core warship building, our complete focus is on new technology adaptation with specific impetus on development of autonomous platforms, green energy platforms, and also specialized research vessels. I had mentioned that we are currently constructing 17 ships for the Navy. In addition to that, we are also executing an order for an autonomous platform for the NSTL Visakhapatnam, 13 hybrid ferries for the government of West Bengal, an oceanographic research vessel for the NCPOR, Ministry of Earth Sciences Appendage, and one acoustic research vessel for the NPOL Cochin. This is in addition to the export orders that we have. In our appreciation, with our current order book, the execution strategy, and the orders on the anvil, we are well on track to achieve our vision to be a global leader in shipbuilding and the Indian market leader in shipbuilding. Coming to our collaboration with Larsen & Toubro, it has been a very interesting, innovative PPP model that we evolved almost half a decade back. Very happy to inform you, as Admiral Harish had mentioned earlier, that with the launch of this ship, all the 7 ships whose part construction was outsourced to Larsen & Toubro has been completed, would be completed. All the 3 survey vessels have already been delivered to GRSC post completion of the scope of work at Katupalli, and we are very happy to inform you that the first ship, as what Admiral Harish was mentioning, has just been delivered a couple of weeks back. After having tasted success through this model of PPP, we are very confident to take it to bigger strengths in future through collaboration towards construction of larger warships. For getting this ship to this state of readiness to facilitate a launch, we acknowledge the contribution of the production and the professional directorates at the Naval Headquarters, warship overseeing teams, Kolkata and Katupalli, the Indian Register of Shipping, our industry partners, various OEMs, and the contracted base, our production partner, the Larsen & Toubro Shipyard, and definitely my team, GRSC. I conclude by thanking Admiral Pendarkar, Mrs. Sandhya Pendarkar, and all of you distinguished guests who are here today to grace the occasion and bless young Abhay. I also take this opportunity to wish each one of you and your families a very happy Diwali in advance. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
ये हमारे लिए ये बेहद सौभाग्य की बात है कि हमारे बीच वाइस एडमिरल वो राजेश पेंडारकर, फ्लैग ऑफिसर कमांडिंग इन चीफ वो ईस्टर्न नेवल कमांड यहाँ पे हैं। अब मैं वाइस एडमिरल राजेश पेंडारकर जी से सादर अनुरोध करता हूँ कि वे ये इस जनसमूह को संबोधित करें।
Rear Admiral Sandeep Mehta, ASW PNA, Rear Admiral Ravi Kumar Dhingra, Potna, Commodore P.R. Hari, retired Chairman and Managing Director, GRSC, Mr. Pankaj Chadda, Vice President and Head Maritime Platforms, Equipment and Systems, L&T, Rear Admiral G.K. Harish, retired Vice President, Head Shipbuilding Business, L&T, representatives of the IRS, officers of the Indian Navy, GRSC, and L&T, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, of course, marks a very proud moment in India's maritime history as we gather here to celebrate the launch of the 7th indigenous shallow water ASW craft, a vessel that stands as a testament to India's growing self-reliance in defense and shipbuilding. This vessel is the result of a historic collaboration between two of India's premier defense entities, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, Kolkata, and Larsen & Toubro, under the larger vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India. I would like to take this moment to commend both organizations for the dedication, commitment, and outstanding workmanship which have made this project possible. It is a matter of immense pride that India is among the few select countries in the world that builds modern warships, submarines, and aircraft carriers. It is heartening to know that the GRSC has designed and built over 110 warships till date, which is the highest number of warships delivered by any Indian shipyard. It is also heartening to note that in addition to the ASW shallow watercraft, the shipyard is constructing the P-17 Alpha class frigates, survey vessel large, the new generation of offshore patrol vessels for the Indian Navy, and multiple other projects for the DRDO and other entities. This proves the versatility of the GRSC and its status as a major shipyard in the country. The threat of an enemy submarine lurking in coastal waters is real, and it is for this specific purpose of having ASW protection measures in shallow coastal waters that these ships have been conceived to add to the overall capability of the Indian Navy. In addition to the conduct of ASW operations, these ships have also been designed to undertake mine-laying operations and surface surveillance, thereby contributing to holistic coastal defense. Being fitted with advanced sonar systems, state-of-the-art sensors and weapons that include torpedoes as well as rocket launchers, these class of ships will be potent platforms that will significantly enhance the Indian Navy's ability to conduct anti-submarine warfare operations in littoral zones, providing a much-needed layer of security that has been a void left behind by the progressive decommissioning of the erstwhile ASW corvettes. I understand that the 8 ASW shallow water craft built by GRSC are scheduled to be inducted into service between 2024 and 2026. I'm also glad to note that the ship being launched today has achieved close to 40% physical progress of construction at this stage. Thus, this project stands as a shining example of what can be achieved when we combine our engineering expertise with collaborative spirit of public-private partnerships. GRSC, with its long legacy of shipbuilding for the Indian Navy, and L&T, known for its cutting-edge technology, have brought together these unique strengths to their project. Over the years, the Indian Navy has proven itself as a dependable first responder, and India is being increasingly seen as a preferred security partner in the region. In order to sustain these aspirations, the Indian Navy is in the process of building a large number of quality ships that are going to be indigenously built in the country. As on date, there are 63 ships and submarines being built in various Indian shipyards, with many more projects being progressed for approval. India's path to self-reliance, especially in the context of ongoing geopolitical tensions, involves strategic steps to reduce our vulnerability to global supply chain disruptions and reduce reliance on foreign OEMs. It reflects our steadfast dedication in maintaining a strong and capable defense force that is not hampered in its commitment to respond to any threat or aggression. Moreover, indigenous naval shipbuilding programs also provide employment opportunities on a large scale, improve skill set of employees, and benefit the ancillary sectors supporting the shipbuilding industry, including MSMEs. It has the potential to trigger additional investment in related sectors such as steel and engineering goods manufacturing. Overall, the naval programs could be the springboard for the indigenous shipbuilding industry too. The craft being launched today is not just a product of advanced ship design, but also one of innovation and sustainable engineering. Nearly 80% of the systems and materials used in this vessel are sourced from within the country, reaffirming our commitment to reducing dependency on foreign technology. This partnership has demonstrated that India can design, develop, and deliver world-class maritime platforms that meet the exacting standards of our armed forces. As we launch this vessel, we look to the future with confidence and optimism. This is just one of many projects that symbolize India's aspirations to become a global leader in defense manufacturing. To our partners at GRSC and L&T, I encourage you to continue to push the boundaries of innovation, quality, and speed. Let this be the beginning of much more ventures where Indian expertise shapes the future of global defense. We all understand that shipbuilding is a complex process. I therefore consider it extremely important that all stakeholders earnestly work together to ensure that these ships are available to their service to the nation as scheduled. In conclusion, this launch is not just a celebration of new naval asset, it is a celebration of Indian ingenuity, collaboration, and our unwavering commitment to the defense of the nation. I would like to once again congratulate GRSC and L&T and all the teams that have worked together tirelessly to make this day possible. Together, we are building a stronger, safer, and more secure India. I am confident these ships will be delivered on schedule, incorporating the various lessons learned along the way, and will meet all the expectations of the Indian Navy. Wishing everyone all the very best and success in all future endeavors, and I also take this opportunity to wish everyone here a very happy Diwali. Thank you. Sharna Varuna, Jai Hind.
सर, आपके इन प्रेरणादायी शब्दों के लिए धन्यवाद.
May I now request Srimati Priya Hari to kindly walk up to the dais for the presentation of mementos. May I request Srimati Priya Hari to present a traditional memento to Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar. Now request Srimati Hari to present a traditional memento to Srimati G.K. Harish. Thank you, ma'am. May I now request CMD GRSE Komodo P.R. Hari to kindly present a memento to Vice Admiral Rajesh Pindarkar, Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Command. Now request CMD GRSE to honor Rear Admiral Sandeep Mehta, VSM, ACW PNA with a memento. May I now request CMD GRSE to honor Shri Pankaj Chadha, Vice President and Head Shipbuilding L&T with a memento. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now commencing the traditional part of the launching ceremony. We start with invocation in Sanskrit, followed by English.
Aditirthoraditirant tiksham ditirmata sapita saputra Vishwe deva aditi panchajana aditijitimiditarjanityam Mahimushu matram suvratanam tasya patno mavase havmahe Tavikshatra-majranti murchom shashmani madirtim Satramanam prithvi ghamaneham shushamani maditim supranotim Devi navam saritrabhnagso astravatti maruhema swastai Vajasyanuprasve mahimaditinam vachisa karamahe यस्या उपस्या उर्वन्तरिक्षं सा न हाम त्रिवरूथं नियक्षात्.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sequence that will be followed for puja ceremony will begin with application of kumkum, prayer for the good health and prosperity of all who sail on this ship. May I now request Vice Admiral Rajesh Pindarkar, Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar, Commodore P.R. Hari, Rear Admiral Sandeep Mehta, Shri Pankaj Chadda, Rear Admiral G.K. Harish, Srimati Priya Hari, and Mrs. G.K. Harish to kindly proceed to the puja area as the English invocation is in progress. Thou art the heavens, O Aditi, and thou art the unfathomable space. By thee we art measured and protected, and thou art us, thy children. Thou art all the gods in heaven. Thou art the five nations. Thou art our present and future. Thou the measure of goodness. Thou the mistress of righteousness. To thee we tender our offering. Far flung are thy domains, ever widening, ever prospering, happy, O Aditi, and blessed in thy guidance. With thy blessings we embark on the ship that rides well the waves, so broad in beam and spacious, comfortable, resplendent. Blessed are her courses, her rudders strong, flawless in construction, her bilges dry. So with the words of praise to thee, we embark on this venture, that prosperity may flow with thy thrice blessed protection, O Aditi, who art thyself the spirits of the earth and the space and the heavens. The puja in progress, ladies and gentlemen.
देवी और सज्जनों, पूजा के दौरान निभाए जाने वाली रस्मों का प्रारंभ पोत पर कुमकुम लगाए जाने के साथ पोत व पोत पर सवार होने वाले सभी के मंगल व खुशहाली के लिए प्रार्थना तथा पोत पर मालार्पण और नारियल फोड़ने की पारंपरिक रस्म के साथ होता है।
Application of kumkum in progress.
जैसा कि आप सभी देख सकते हैं, मालार्पण और नारियल फोड़ने की परंपरा अभी हो रही है।
Garlanding of the ship in progress, ladies and gentlemen.
अभी नारियल फोड़ने की प्रतिक्रिया हो रही है।
And that was the breaking of the coconut.
देवी और सज्जनों, आप देख सकते हैं कि आज हमारी मुख्य अतिथि द्वारा पोत पर कुमकुम लगाए जाने तथा पोत पर मालार्पण की पारंपरिक रस्म को निभाया जा रहा है।
May we now request Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar to perform the reining ceremony of the ship. The ship shall be named now by Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar.
Check.
मैं इस पोत का नाम भारतीय नौसेना पोत अभय रखती हूँ। इस पोत और इसके सभी नौसैनिकों के उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करती हूँ। I name this ship Indian Naval Ship Abhay. May good fortune attend her and all those who sail in her.
May I now request Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar to unveil the name plaque. And that's Abhay for you, ladies and gentlemen. To kindly allow us to capture the historic moment in a photograph with the majestic ship in the background. Moments to be etched in history, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, the historic moment has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. May I now request Srimati Sandhya Rao Pindarkar to launch this majestic ASW SWC Abhay by pressing the button.
देवियों सज्जनों और अंत है वो ऐतिहासिक क्षण आ चुका है, वो जिसका हमें बेसब्री से इंतजार था। इस अद्भुत पोत का जलावर्तन हो चुका है। यह ऐतिहासिक और स्वर्णिम पल, इसके साक्षी बनने का गौरव आज हम सबको प्राप्त हो रहा है। अद्भुत, अविश्वसनीय।
You are now requested to please rise for the national anthem. All ranks in uniform are requested to salute. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the culmination of the launch event, and you may kindly proceed for refreshments to the L&T Administration Building.
देवी और सज्जनों, वो इसी के साथ जलावर्तन समारोह का संपादन होता है। आज सभी से अनुरोध है कि L&T एडमिन बिल्डिंग में जलपान के लिए प्रस्थान करें।